Yeah, we're on. Hello, everyone. How are you? Happy full moon, harvest full moon. How is everyone doing tonight? How are we all doing?
Welcome.
This is my husband, Paul. He is our guest tonight. So I wanted to welcome Paul.
Thanks for having me.
How are we all doing? Where are we all from tonight?
Looks like we got people from Wisconsin, we got people from LA, we got people from New York.
Yeah.
All over.
All over the place. Stacy, Kim, how are you all? How are you all doing tonight? Sherry, Shadeen, Jeannie, how are we all doing? Welcome, everyone. We are sitting here under the beautiful full moon, the harvest full moon in Aries tonight. And I've got my wonderful husband, Paul, here joining us. So we're going to do this together because this moon is a super moon closest to the earth. And the powers of the moon, the energies of the moon are so much more amplified. And it's so wonderful to have everyone here together tonight. All right, so Paul,
Yes.
would you like to introduce yourself?
My name is Paul. I'm also known as Ria's husband. I'm a bit of a computer nerd guy and also do some storytelling and filmmaking. Some of my work's online, but that's a whole other thing. So I'm just really happy to be here and happy to be able to be with you in front of the camera because I'm often behind the camera during your streams.
Exactly, yeah. So I'm super excited for tonight. How many of you, where are you all from? Where's everyone from tonight?
We got
From
Florida,
Texas.
Yep. It's Southern California. Wow.
Beautiful.
All
How's the
over.
weather out there, everyone? I hear there's some storms out in what, Texas? Is that right?
It's all over.
It's all
East,
over the
south.
place, right?
It's
Well,
always changing.
always changing. So we've got a great night here. We're going to set some intentions. We're going to light some candles. We're going to talk about the supermoon. So I'm going to give Paul a chance to actually, we've got a whole itinerary here, everyone.
Yeah, trying to be as planned as possible.
As planned as possible. This is what the full moon and this next 3 months is going to be about, is being planned. It's the moon in Aries. So we've got to take some aggressive action here, everyone.
Yes.
So Paul.
Yeah, I was going to talk about the idea of the supermoon, which is a term that's used in popular culture and astronomy to describe the full moon that appears larger and brighter in the sky than that typical full moon. It's one of those phenomenon that occurs when the moon's at or near its closest approach to the Earth, and when it's in its elliptical orbit, known as the perigee. So the opposite point in its orbit is called the apogee, like the old computer game company. And when the moon is furthest from the Earth, that's the apogee. So here's what makes a supermoon appear more prominent and powerful. You've got its closer proximity to Earth, because the moon's orbit around Earth's not a perfect circle. It's slightly elliptical, so when the moon is at or near its perigee, that closest point, it can be as much as 14% closer to our planet than when it appears at its apogee, the furthest point. This closer proximity makes the moon size in the sky appear larger because it's a little bit closer. Then you've got the perceived brightness of the moon, and the moon's brightness isn't uniform because it reflects sunlight. And so when it's closer to the Earth, it reflects more sunlight, making it appear brighter and more intense to us, the observers here on Earth. And last, of course, you've got the optical illusion. The supermoon's effect can also be enhanced by its proximity to the horizon. So when the moon's near the horizon, it's most often seen in comparison to buildings and trees and other objects, creating an optical illusion known as the moon illusion. And this makes the moon appear even larger than when it's higher in the sky. So it's important to note that that while supermoons are visually striking and capture our attention, their influence on the Earth's tides or other natural phenomenon is supposedly minimal and generally not noticeable to most people. That might be the official take. I tend to have a theory about how the moon affects physiology of people. So I asked Ria if I could say a few words about this idea that we are beings that are composed a huge percentage of water, 70-90% water. And since the moon affects the water on our planet, it affects the tides. When you've got these full moons, it's like it's that extra gravity. It's affecting us just a little bit more. And so that's why you'll get more hospital visits during the full moon, more police calls during the full moon. Just everyone is a little bit extra on edge.
When
and
the
things.
werewolves come out,
That's
right?
that's when the dogmans come out.
Yeah, that's
and,
our shadow, by the way, the werewolves.
And so I was thinking about this whole idea of how the moon affects us, how the planetary bodies affect us.
Yeah.
And I thought of it as this idea, like the tides coming and going. So do the good times and the not so good times. So do the emotional highs, the emotional drifts and valleys. And so this whole idea of going with the flow is the natural order of things, right? If you are swimming in the ocean, you can just calmly lay on your back and kind of float along.
Yeah.
But as soon as you start to thrash around, then you start to sink. As soon as you start to resist the water, thrashing, you start to sink. And the idea of stress causing reactions in all of us is almost like your water is getting excited.
Yeah.
Right? And it causes this fight or flight or freeze or flop reaction. And the idea of going with the flow is allowing that reactive self, right? It could be fear. Instead of fighting the fear or running away from the fear or freezing in the face of the fear or flopping out, passing out because of the fear, you allow it to pass through you.
Yeah.
Like the old saying from Dune, fear is the mind killer. I will not fight my fear. I will instead allow it to pass through me and back behind me. And so allowing the flow to help let go. Once you have a major emotion that's bothering you, you've got that reactive self. If you can contain that or filter it and allow your responsive self to let go of that emotion, to let go of that fear, that sadness, whatever it is, then
Whatever it is that's holding you back, really.
that can allow the intensity to sort of dissipate before we react. And usually most of our reactive actions, unless we're getting out of the way of like a moving car or something, a lot of times it's like an outburst or an impulse that can end up getting us in more difficulty than we want.
Absolutely, yeah.
So I'll end that with saying, the old Bruce Lee saying, be like the nature of water, my friend. Go with the flow.
Go with the flow and let it go. All the things that, hold us back. This moon is the harvest moon as well, right? So it's all about taking inventory of all the things that are working for us and all the things that aren't working for us, right? And it's also in the sign of Aries, a very aggressive, a very fiery sign, right? A warrior sign. Yeah. It's all about being the rebel in your life, rebel against all your shadows, rebel against the things that aren't working for you, just slaughtering them and throwing them off to the side here, everyone. That's all it is. And this next few months and into the next year is all about this Aries sign and the power of that warrior spirit, right? So we want to embrace that using the moon today. Now this energy is very potent because it is a super moon. What's going to happen here is I feel that this potent moon is going to extend even further out into the next few weeks. So it's going to be a perfect opportunity for us, especially tonight, to manifest, right? So if any of you have candles tonight, great. If you don't, it's okay. We're going to pull strings of abundance in tonight as well. We're going to light our candles. We're going to set intentions. If any of you have sacred items, you can grab anything you want as a sacred item, by the way. So we've got our magic intention candles. Here's the one we're using. So these are made by my sister-in-law, Katomi, and they come with a stone. So those of you that purchase this, we're going to light these tonight. And they're made with love and care. And Katomi's already set some intentions in for all of you. So it's going to be wonderful to use these. So
I heard you could use the stone that's left over as a little necklace.
yeah, so they've got holes in it. The stones have holes and you can wear it as a necklace and carry it around with you. I mean, you don't have to carry it, you don't have to wear it as a necklace, but you can, right?
Just burning it with the intention, infuse it into the stone.
Exactly that.
Cool.
So we're going to consecrate it. So this is why we have these stones. So it's good to have a sacred item, because once you set the intention, you light that candle overnight, all of that energy, your intention is going to be set and it's going to be potent in that stone and act as a reminder of what the intention is that you have set.
Awesome.
Right? So it's awesome. Now, well, I've got a bunch of stuff written down here, everyone. So just so I don't miss anything. So the full moon in Aries is often referred to as the harvest moon because it occurs closest to the autumn equinox. And that just recently happened September the 23rd. And, you know, these moons, the full moons are seen as moments of reflection, release, and renewal. So we're going to allow ourselves to release tonight, whatever it is that is holding you back here. And, you know, every full moon, everyone, I feel is a perfect opportunity for us to, you know, check in with each other, check in with ourselves, and whatever it was from the last full moon that we weren't able to release, it gives us another opportunity to do that, right? So I feel tonight, if we are able to, and it's not on our itinerary, sorry, honey.
No worries.
Sometimes I go with the flow. So if we're able to write down on a sheet of paper, if all of you have a sheet of paper and a pen, we're able to write down what it is that we're wanting to release tonight, everyone. So let's take a moment to grab a sheet of paper, grab yourselves a pen, and write down here, honey. I'm going to grab one of these from you.
Yes, please.
And just release whatever is holding you back right now. What is it this month that you have recognized that is holding you back from your ultimate goals, from your dreams? What is it that's holding you back here, everyone? So let's write it down right now. Let's release this energy using the moon's energy and allow ourselves to free up a little bit, lighten up, and take that burden a little bit off of our shoulders here. So let's just take a moment here, everyone, right now to write our whatever it is that you're wanting to release right now. Feel free to comment in the comment section here as well. That is also a form of release. All right, so if we're able to do that, I've got a few things actually for myself that I've been working on. Oh my goodness.
Should I fold it up?
Yeah. So once you've written it down, how are we all doing?
Someone said that they couldn't quite hear us. I wasn't sure if it's our audio.
Are you able to hear us, everyone? Can you hear us okay? Yeah, I think it's
I think
on.
we're good. Okay, cool. We always appreciate the feedback.
Yeah. So if we're able to release, all right, so once we've written it down, we're going to tear the sheet of paper up, okay? And I always use these thick pieces of paper every single time on these lives. I should know better. And what we want to do here is we want to release this out of our life. So for some of us, emptying our minds of all the thoughts and things that are it's kind of whirling around in your minds, empty yourselves out, pour it onto the sheet of paper. And once you've done that tonight, everyone, let's take this torn up paper and let's just throw it in the air and release it. It has no room for you in this world, in your reality. All right, so how do we all feel doing that? Do you feel good? I feel really good.
Yes.
This feels really, really nice. So now that we've done that, there's some things I want all of you to just be aware and mindful of as we are moving past this full supermoon energy in Aries. Is sometimes this Aries energy in the full moon can bring out conflict in people, right? These are our shadows. Being mindful and aware of, you know, when these shadows come out of ourselves and through other people. Not reacting, okay? I feel that sometimes if somebody wants a reaction, not giving it to them is probably the best course of action. Is there anything that you would like to share with us in regards to that, Paul?
Yeah, I just wanted to comment, like, our reactions serve a great purpose in our evolutionary biology, in that if a saber-toothed tiger was coming towards us, we wouldn't want to think about the beauty of its fur. We would want to run away.
Yeah.
or fight back if we had a spear or whatever. So if our fight, flight, even freeze and flop, those reactions all have their place in time. It's that in our modern age of convenience and let's call it high expectation, a lot of times we kind of lose sight, we lose perspective of what's worth getting upset about and what's not actually as big of a deal as we might think. And the thing is, it always feels like the biggest deal to us ourselves subjectively because it's happening to us. So sort of training your brain or training your emotional state, training your spirit to allow a reaction to happen, but almost putting it into a basket or having a filter that it has to pass through first before it gets the better of you, and the reaction causes you to do something that you didn't want to do. If you have that filter, you can turn that into a response,
Exactly.
a thoughtful response,
That's
a
a powerful
conscientious
thing,
response, and that's called taking responsibility.
There you go. That's beautiful. So amplified fears as well. So the moon can be, well, sorry, the moon will be in conjunction with the North Node as the asteroid Chiron, intensifying themes related to destiny and deep-seated fears. Again, these are coming up as shadows, right? So there's going to be, the fears that pop up with this energy. That's when the moon is actually illuminating its light and shining its light on things that are hidden that perhaps we don't know about or unaware of. And then we have these conflicts or situations rising up, and then we're kind of like, oh my gosh, what is going on here? I didn't realize that this is actually affecting me in the way that it is, right? So just being mindful and aware of these energies here, everyone. And
That's good too.
right, tensions between goals and relationships. The moon will oppose Mars. Mars is the god of war, right? And the south node in Libra, potentially causing friction between personal goals and relationships. This is very powerful. I feel that just being aware of this energy and kind of managing how to tread this depending on what relationship or what connection it is that you're kind of dealing with through this energy, right? What do you think, honey?
I just reading some of the comments, and I'm so glad to see so many people releasing self-doubt, releasing limiting beliefs, releasing a lot of the self-imposed barriers that we put on ourselves.
Absolutely.
And someone put, "Jesus, take the wheel." And I like that phrase because it's just like, man, I've been driving this car for so long, going over speed bumps, working around things. Jesus, please take the wheel right now and just help me out. Just, you know, allow someone else to do a little bit of the driving. But that's about giving yourself over to the fact that sometimes you don't always have the answers, and you can look outside yourself. Sometimes you do have the answers inside, and you just got to get out of your own way and allow yourself to.
And that's the big thing, right? And this is what this energy is all about, right? The full moon in Aries, the super full moon in Aries is taking that energy and allowing yourself to actually move past some of those fears, some of those feelings that we're feeling. It's that warrior spirit, right? That in Hindi it's called, what is that, rebel, Bagi energy, and being the Bagi in your life, right? Being your own Bagi in your life. That's kind of how I enjoy living. Thank you so much, Earth Angel Harmony, for your super thanks there.
That's beautiful.
Yes. So what we're going to do here is we've already set an intention. We've done some releasing and letting go. I'm going to pull some cards, and we're going to pull some cards for each of the signs. So we're going to start with Aries, okay? And I'm going to have Paul actually read the interpretation from the guidebook, if that's okay.
Okay, sounds good to me.
So yeah, they're all in hopefully alphabetical order.
Yeah.
Sometimes these books aren't. So Aries, first sign here.
Let's do it.
For the full moons, this is going to be your card today, okay? So let's see what we get here. Air, spirit, knowledge. So number 1. So they're right there. Yeah.
There we go.
So number 1 is what you're getting here, Aries. Knowledge. Taking in knowledge.
Should I read this whole part or just this?
Yeah, just that part there.
Okay. So for the air spirit knowledge, it says, you receive this card when you need to think things through. This is not the time to be impulsive. Do not react instinctively to situations and people. Take into consideration all points of view. And you just drew this.
Yeah.
That's like thematically so appropriate. Do your research. Listen to others. Speak your truth. Take time to weigh the pros and cons of a situation. It's an excellent time to begin a new venture or project, and it'll succeed as long as you're thoughtful, organized, and focused. There's a remarkable wellspring of wisdom within you. Take a breath, slow and deep, and delve into that inner knowledge. It will guide you in the right direction. Now, air represents wisdom, which is our mental activity and our ability to reason. It's also associated with thoughts, intellect, communication, and comprehension. And through our breath, we can speak and express ourselves. So our lives begin with our first breath, And so air is connected with new beginnings, and the spirit of air oversees friendship, clarity, and positive focus in life. So the spirit of air says, inhale. Take a moment to think things through. Think as well as feel the right direction. Get clarity and become focused before stepping forth. Take care to have thoughtful communication with others.
Powerful. Wow. Aries. All right. So next is Taurus. So let's pull a card for all my Taurus friends here. We're getting the Wild Rose Fairy, Love, and that's number 47.
Okay.
Sorry, I just wanted to also mention that Aries, you have the number 1 on your card. And in numerology, if you're able to embody the energy of the life path number 1, this is going to be very important. It's going to help you navigate through your journey here, my friends. So next we are getting for Taurus, Wild Rose Fairy, which is love. And I'll talk about the numerology after with this one.
Should I just read this part or all of this?
Yeah, all of that.
Okay, here we go. Love is all around you. Open your heart to receive it. All of life's experiences are a splendid part of a spiritual evolution towards the realization that we are all love. In matters of romance, there's healing right now. You're a sacred vessel for love to flow through you, to others, and to the universe. Now, healing has occurred, and healing is occurring. Healing will occur. Cyclical. Mm-hmm. Your angels, your guides, your spiritual guardians, and your allies adore and cherish you. If only you could see yourself the way those in spirit see you, you would know how profoundly and deeply loved, cherished, and adored you are. Be open to allowing the Creator to solve your challenges in wondrous ways. Trust that everything is unfolding graciously and perfectly in your life. The opposite of fear is love. So allow fear to dissolve as love expands. The spirit of the Wild Rose says, you are more cherished than you can possibly know. Open your heart to receive, for love is on its way. You are an eternal vessel for love to flow through. You are enough, just as you are.
Just as you are, Taurus. So we've got the number 47 coming up on this card. So 4 plus 7 is 11. That's a master number 11. So number 47 is very powerful for you as well as the number 11. It's a master number. So embody the energy of the master number 11. And I feel that number 11, there's some sort of significance to this number that I'm feeling here with for you, Taurus. All right, so let's do Gemini here.
Before we do Gemini, I just want to say thank you so much to Ariel Lewis TV for the super thanks sticker.
As well as Colleen. Thank you so much. I saw that earlier.
Sweet.
Colleen, so thank you. All right, so Geminis, bear spirit, healing. That's what we're getting here, number 4. So any of you seen the number 4? Spirit guides are calling you to embody the energy of the number 4, life path number 4.
This card will appear to let you know that healing on all levels is occurring, and it can come in many forms. Be ready to accept it, and know as well that you're a healing force for others. You may not even be aware that you are a conduit for healing energy, but when others thank you, simply say, you're welcome, even if you don't know how it happened. In many native traditions, the bear spirit is thought to be aligned with humans as he can walk upright like a human, and he represents the healer and good medicine. He also bestows healing powers to those who are worthy. You indeed are worthy. Bear spirit energy can also represent grounding, strength, and confidence. It activates a stable foundation to face whenever challenges appear in your life. The spirit of the bear says, you're a healer and a channel for the life force of the universe. You are strong and grounded. Healing is unfolding and/or a situation is being resolved. Have faith that all will be well.
Beautiful. Thank you so much. So Shanna and Carol, thank you so much, my friends. All right, so yeah, letting go of fear, healing, allowing yourself to heal even, right? So, whoops, look at this. I'm being floppy. So now we're on to Cancer here. So Cancer, we are getting Wood Nymph, Beauty, number 52. So 5 plus 2 is 7. If you've been seeing the number 7s anywhere, Spirit guides are calling you to embody the energy of the life path number 7.
This is the last card. You got the first card and the last card.
There you go.
Amazing. So the wood nymph beauty, radiant, glorious beauty is growing within you. Let beauty be your north star to guide you. What feels as well as what looks lovely will sustain and nourish you. Your ability to see inner depths around you is in direct correlation with a remarkable, sumptuous life. Create harmony and peace within your home, even doing so in small ways, such as a vase of flowers, a scented candle bath. You can make a huge difference doing that. So relax and surround yourself with comfort and elegance. The more you acknowledge beauty in your environment, in yourself, and in others, the more it will fill your life. You're truly and utterly gorgeous and lovable. As you cherish yourself, the luminescence around you will grow. The nymphs of ancient Greek folklore are beautiful supernatural beings of the forest. Their appearance here symbolizes that your own beauty, both inner and outer, is growing. And there are many accounts of travelers walking through a forest and seeing wood nymphs, bathing in the sunlight in a grotto or next to a stream or pool, singing and dancing. So follow the example of the nymphs. Relax, spend time in nature, and sing and dance with joy, like nobody's watching. The spirit of the wood nymph says, remarkable spiritual beauty is growing within you, so be aware of the beauty that is around you, and splendor will expand in your life. Create beauty in your home, even in the smallest ways, and an inner grace will radiate out from you.
I love that. So Carol, Tiffany, Leanne, and Kim, thank you so much, my friends, for your support here. It's beautiful. Thank you. Okay, so we're now on to Leo.
Okay.
So meandering pathway, flow. We're getting the number 24. 2 plus 4 is 6. Life path number 6. So if any of you have been seeing the number 6 anywhere in your life, spirit guides are calling you to embody this energy. Also with numerology here, everyone, sometimes we see these numbers, or perhaps you have some sort of significance around these numbers. It's always good to set a date to actually practice or to incorporate a ritual, a sacred ritual for yourself around these dates. It helps amplify energies of manifestation, and there's so many benefits of doing this for yourself. All right, so
A sacred ritual.
yes.
Let's see, the meandering pathway, flow, going with the flow. When life presents you a meandering path rather than a straight shot to a goal, you can feel frustrated. You might bemoan the fact that the path seems aimless and roundabout, and that you just can't see what's ahead. On the other hand, you can just enjoy the voyage, taking the scenic route. In life right now seems to have some sinuous curves, bends, loops, and turns. Don't despair if that's what's going on. All is as it should be. This card is suggesting that you relinquish control to the path forward and just see where it takes you. You don't have to have all the answers to succeed. You don't need to know what tomorrow holds to have an astounding future. Simply sit back and enjoy the ride. You'll get to exactly where you need to be for your highest good. The spirit of the meandering pathway says everything falls into place when you don't resist the flow of the meandering pathway of life. Allow the path to take you where you need to go. Don't hurry it or resist it. Simply let go, surrender, and enjoy the journey.
Perfect. I love taking that I love meandering.
Spontaneity and meandering.
Absolutely.
Thank you so much, Sherry.
I think there was someone else that we just missed here. So we've got Virgo next.
Sherry, Kim, Tiffany.
Tiffany, yeah.
Thank all three of you.
All right, so Virgo, we're getting unicorn for you. Nice. I love this one. Purity. And we're getting 45 with this. So 4 plus 5 is 9. That's the humanitarian for the life path number. So if you've been seeing the number 9, if there's any kind of significance to that, spirit guides are calling you to embody the energy of the life path number 9. All right.
Okay, so the unicorn card can appear when you are ready to step into the innocence of a child and see the world with the eyes of wonder. Traditionally, unicorns represent purity, innocence, hope, faith, high ideals, and miracles. So when you stop looking at the world through the lens of your past, you'll find out how fresh and wondrous the universe truly is. The past doesn't need to define you. It's just a bunch of things that happened in your life. So know that life can begin fresh and new. This card can also appear when there is the need for inner purification and renewal. So take time to release what doesn't serve and support you in life and watch the miracles unfold. Unicorns are symbols of miracles, magic, and enchanted living. So this legendary creature can call the seemingly impossible into reality. If you have a dream that's eluded you for a while, then this card's letting you know that all things are possible and the purity of your heart is emerging, and it's time for sweet innocence to flood your being. Purify your life, step into your innate innocence, and believe in miracles. They are coming. The spirit of the unicorn says, no matter what happened in your life, step into your innate innocence. You have a pure soul. You are a child of the Creator. Let go of the past and see the world with new eyes unclouded by hate, and almost miraculously wonders will abound.
It's beautiful. So I don't know if any of you have seen a unicorn in your dream or anywhere at all. I do feel, I don't know why, but I'm sensing that there's something to do with a unicorn or a horse around some of you out there. So I don't know why that's coming in. So we're now getting Libra, toadstools. Growth is coming in for you, Libra, number 44. So if you've been seeing the number 4s or the number 8s, and 8 is a very powerful number. So spirit guides are calling you to embody the life path energy of either the 4 or the number 8. All right, so it's all about wealth. 44.
Toadstools. All right.
Yeah.
And thank you so much, Diana, for your
And
super
Sherry
chat.
as well.
Yes. Toadstools. I swear, it's right behind the unicorns. Things that have been incubating beneath the surface are going to be coming to fruition. Get clear on your goals and dreams because rapid growth is ahead. Toadstools grow very fast.
Yeah.
Be ready for these projects to come to fruition. You must first be starkly honest about what you want. Ask yourself, is this what I really want? Then believe in miracles. Also, in the time ahead, you might discover a spiritual guru or step into a new spiritual path. You might find that you're providing expansive spiritual growth for others simply by being who you are. Make sure that your foundations are in place because once this growth begins, you will be in for the journey of a lifetime. So fungi are ancient and were the first organisms to leave the water and initiate life on Earth 1.3 billion years ago. In the forest, their interconnected filament-like roots provide protein-rich food and life for the entire forest. This seemingly humble ancestor to the toadstool is so essential that none of our native conifers could survive without their life-giving qualities at their roots. Their ability to grow and survive throughout all of time speaks to your ability to grow and thrive no matter what life brings. So the spirit of the toadstool says, beneath the surface of your life, miraculous changes are occurring. Something that you thought was ordinary is, in fact, remarkable. You are in a time of rapid spiritual and material growth. So get ready and hang on for the ride.
Wow, Libra, that is awesome. I feel that with this Aries in the full moon, it's just, I really feel this next 6 months for all of us is going to be very important as we move along our journeys. I just feel there's the potential for a lot of success if we are able to really discipline ourselves, stabilize ourselves, ground ourselves, and focus on the things that are important for our ultimate growth. I feel that we are really going to shape our world in a way that is truly going to resonate for each and every one of us, depending on where we're going in our life's journey. All right.
So quick thank you to Doreen and to Terry as well for their super thanks.
Thank you so much, everyone. So now we're on to Scorpio.
All right.
So Scorpio, we're getting Pegasus, transcending. So that's number 28. 2 plus 8 is 10, which is 1. All right. So the number 1, these are beginnings, everyone. Life path number 1.
All right. So with the Pegasus, history is replete with myths and legends of a winged horse. Can you imagine a Pegasus and a unicorn together?
Oh my God, that'd be so cool.
Pegacorn. They're the protector of the soul. The Pegasus represents the immortality of your spirit and the journey to the heavens. The appearance of this card is a sign. Get ready for a dramatic activation of your spiritual journey.
Wow.
A powerful transformation is at hand. So great things are possible in your life. Prepare yourself to fly high above adversity. The Pegasus's rise above the earthly realms offers a higher celestial perspective. So take time to meditate, and profound insights about your life will be revealed. You are asked to see the situation at hand from a higher perspective. So step away from the drama and emotional manipulation of others. Some stories describe that where his hooves strike the earth, new springs emerge. Life begins anew. So in Greek mythology, Pegasus activates and befriends the 9 muses who inspire creativity, the liberal arts, music, science, poetry, and visual arts. Hence, Pegasus is a symbol of creativity. The message here is to focus on the incredible creativity, vitality, and spiritual awakening within you. So the spirit of Pegasus says, you're on a pilgrimage of the soul. It's time to transcend the weight of earthly burdens. Fly over situations that have been pulling you down. Don't involve yourself with the drama of others. When you remember that you have come from spirit and are eternal, challenging situations will resolve. A profound transformation is at hand.
Wow, that's beautiful. I feel that also as we're moving along our journey here in the next 3 months is protecting our energies from distractions, people that take away our energy as well. So being mindful and aware of those energies that are around us at this time and really putting up some proper boundaries, everyone. This is going to be very important. I really feel, and I don't know why, but I just have this feeling within me that these next 3 months for us, everyone, is going to be very, very powerful. If we're able to incorporate some healthy habits, some, putting ourselves into a system really in order to succeed, these 3 months and rolling into January on that note, that positive note, is going to amplify everything even more. That's that spirit warrior energy. And I feel that spirit guides are really calling all of us to embody and embrace that energy in order to grow and succeed in life. Okay, so I feel that there's something going on in the background that is so much more greater than us.
Yeah.
And I feel now's the time to really prove to ourselves, right? I feel that this is kind of the energy that I've been feeling lately, and I don't know how to explain it, if it's the full moon or if it's something else that's out there that's going on. But
it's the post-retrograde wake after the
Yeah.
Jupiter, Uranus, and Mercury retrogrades.
Yeah.
Quick thanks to Debbie Old School, and a huge thanks to Susan
Thank you
for that
so
massive
much.
super thanks, which is
Oh, wow.
amazing.
Oh, my goodness.
You're a rock star.
Wow, thank you, Susan.
All right.
Debbie. All right, so we're on to Sagittarius here. Fire spirit, energy. Look at that with the Aries. So number 17, 1 plus 7 is 8. Look at that fiery spirit, warrior spirit, and the number 8 is all about power and wealth, mastery, all of that. So life path number 8, spirit guides are calling you to embody and embrace that energy here, my friends.
It's time for action.
Yes.
This is not the time to hold back in life. Do not repress what you feel or allow yourself to be drained by others. If you strive to meet everyone's expectations and fulfill the needs of others, but forget to honor your own needs, then your energy field becomes depleted and dull. So break free of your constraints, whether self-inflicted or imposed on you by others, and activate your verve and your passion. Give your emotions free rein. Those waves of energy will surge through you as you spontaneously express yourself. Running on your own resources, however, can be depleting. So allow the creator to flow through you and be open to receive, knowing that you don't have to do it all yourself. This replenishes your soul and supports you in accessing enormous amounts of energy. The power of the fire spirit is renowned. One of the 4 prime elements, it traditionally represents transformation, passion, zeal, enthusiasm, creativity, and activation. In many traditions, fire is synonymous with creation itself. So let the energy of fire inspire your action and movement for you now. The spirit of fire says, incredible vitality, life force energy, and passion are expanding in your life. If you start to feel drained by the expectations of others, don't hold back. Ignite your inner fire, speak your truth. Let the light of the creator surge through you.
Beautiful. That's that warrior spirit, everyone. And this is what I feel that we are all meant to embody, is this fiery energy, this warrior, what is that? Boggy energy, right? That rebellious energy, right? Going against the odds. So we're going to do Capricorn now.
Okay, good old Capricorn.
Standing Stones Passage. And that is number 40. So the number 4. Have any of you seen 4s recently? Spirit guides are calling you to embody the energy of the life path number 4.
Many believe that standing stones are a place that allows one to embark on spiritual journeys from one realm to another. They can also mark the transition from one stage of life to another. So remember that although life changes, you, your soul, is eternal. Celebrate all the transitions in life and you'll experience profound harmony. A voyage of the heart and soul is ahead, and this journey may be spiritual or physical in nature. In either case, it's a kind of sacred pilgrimage, so have courage. A great ship can stay safe in the harbor, but that's not what all great ships are made for. So be willing to unfurl your sails and set forth on the open seas. The seas might be rough and the wind is strong, but you are safe and protected. The circle of stones takes you exactly where you need to go. And since the earliest days of humanity, standing stones have been created as places of ceremonies and as a way to honor the divine. Archaeologists have found that some of these standing stones date back to 4000 BC, and Neolithic people didn't even have a written language yet. Yet their art and their stone circles, or sometimes oval or horseshoe shaped, they suggest that they held religious rituals at these ceremonial meeting places. So the spirit of the standing stone says, a sacred journey is ahead, deeper meaning is waiting to be discovered, and ultimately, you are safe.
You are safe, Capricorn. All right, have any of you seen any standing stones? Weren't there some popping up all over the world for a little while there?
Yeah.
I think
I've been
there
seeing
were.
a lot of eagle or crow feathers, which I believe are a symbol of you are
Yes.
protected.
There you go.
And I'm also a Capricorn,
Perfect.
so
There you go.
very
Yes.
relevant.
All right, so we're getting now Aquarius, reflecting pool, stillness. We're getting the master number 33, which is also the number 6. So if you've been seeing these numbers, if you're already a life path number 33 or a number 6, spirit guides are calling you to embody the energy of these numbers here, my friends. So reflecting pool.
In stillness, your power emerges. Tap into your inner sacred witness to discover the dwelling place of your soul. In profound peace and silence, you can discover the truth of your being. If you are in pain, go into the stillness until you find the source. Resist the temptation to indulge in feelings of overwhelm, urgency, and emergency. There's always a higher truth. Seek it out. Your soul loves what is real and honest. In quietude, the truth emerges. So move past the bustle and chatter of life into sweet stillness. Allow the chaos of the outer world to roll off your back the way water rolls off the back of a duck. Surrender to it. Seek solitude to hear the voice of spirit, and serenity will follow. The spirit of the reflecting pool says, in silence you will find the dwelling place of your soul. Take time to move into quietude and you'll uncover a vast store of insight emerging within you. In ongoing situations in your life, hold back, take time to reflect before responding. Again, this is like so thematically relevant to what we were talking about.
Exactly. So last but not least, we're going to do Pisces now. So let's see here. Pisces, hummingbird spirit, joy. Again, we're getting a master number 22 and the number 4. So if any of you seen 2 2s anywhere in your life, if you're a life path number 4, spirit guides are calling you to embody the energy of these life path numbers. Again, everyone, those of you that are watching today, these life path numbers, sometimes what happens is angel numbers are guidance that comes through the universe, through spirit. So if you're seeing these angel numbers, like if you've been seeing 2 2 2s, 12 12, 1s, this is spirit guides communicating with you and helping you navigate through life's journey. And if we're aware and we can recognize these signs, it will help us move through our life a little bit more easily, smoothly.
In alignment with our higher selves.
Exactly.
Cool. The hummingbird, the spirit of joy. Open your heart to celebration and fun. Who told you that you need to suffer just to grow? Your soul expands in leaps and bounds through following your bliss and expressing your love. Embrace life, yourself, and others in the moment. If you've been waiting until circumstances are different before you allow yourself to experience joy, you may have a long wait. Life is always changing. So if you don't follow your bliss now, when will you? Your purpose in life is to experience joy. Take steps toward that now while protecting your personal boundaries. You don't need to do everything all at once, but you do need to start. Happiness spreads to others like wildfire. and can help heal the world. Although hummingbirds are small, they are capable of traveling great distances and can even fly backwards.
Yeah, that's cool.
Right?
That's so cool.
Film them in slow motion. Your presence is a reminder that life is not just about reaching the destination, it's about the joy of the journey. Hummingbirds visit an average of 1,000 flowers a day. Because they expend tremendous amounts of energy, it's necessary to have periodic times of rest. So follow their example and remember to replenish yourself. The spirit of the hummingbird says, replenish yourself. True happiness comes from following the dictates of your soul. Life is change. Be open to change and look for joy in those moments. Find your boundaries and stand strong. Discover your joy. All is well.
There you have it, everyone. Those were your readings. Now, I had a question here from somebody that was asking how you find your life path numbers. You can actually Google them. There's 1 to 9 life path numbers, then there's the master numbers as well. 1, 1, 2, 2, and 3, 3. Okay, so you can just Google that information. Also, if you're seeing animals, any kind of insects that you're catching in your awareness and not actually looking out for them on your own, again, this is spirit guides in the universe trying to communicate with us. And we actually just saw some deer in our front yard. Was that this morning or yesterday?
I think it was yesterday.
That was yesterday.
Morning, yeah,
and they were just eating figs off of our fig tree. It's the same 3, and I have that on my Instagram page where I fed one of those deer with my hand. And it's such a beautiful, they're just so beautiful.
We have good
it's
energy
a mother
in this
with their
area.
fawns. Yeah, we do.
A lot of animals.
We've got bears in our backyards.
Yes.
Lots of different kinds of animals that come through here. So what we're going to do now is, if everyone out there has a candle, we're going to light our candles now. We're going to set an intention, okay? So grab your candles, everyone. Thank you, V. Edwards, Paul Thompson. We're going to pull the strings of abundance as well. So we're going to go ahead. We're going to do this together, honey. Isn't that nice?
Let's pull some strings.
We're going to do a joint intention here.
Okay.
So we've got a lighter.
Yes.
Everyone, are we all ready here? Ready
Everybody,
to go,
are you
everyone?
ready?
We're
Are
going
you
to light
ready?
our
You ready?
candles.
You?
So we're going
You?
to set our intention.
You? What about you? Okay, get ready.
All right, so let's light this candle. This lighter works.
Yay, the lighter works.
Woo! All right, there we go. So, do you want to put your hands around that, honey?
Mm-hmm.
And we're going to just set our intentions here. All right.
Right on.
Perfect. So we're going to allow these to burn all night until it goes out on its own, okay? And those of you that have purchased these candles, once this wax melts, you want to just pull the stone out, and what you can do is just put it underneath the candle as it all burns out, and then it's going to be consecrated. So any of you that have sacred items, you could just put it beside the candle and it will consecrate that sacred item, okay? So we've set our intention candles. Now what we're going to do is, I don't know if any of you are seeing the moon tonight. Are you able to see the moon? We can't see the moon here. We've got a lot of trees. So any of you that can't see the moon, just imagine the beautiful bright moon in your home. And what we're going to do is we're going to pull strings of abundance. So if you just imagine abundance, whatever abundance means to you, everyone. This could be, you know, for some of us, happiness. This could be a house or a car, whatever it is, right? Whatever abundance is to you. Just imagine the moon. We're going to use the moon's energy to pull the strings of abundance. Imagine strings just falling out from the sky. And what we're going to do is we're going to pull them together, everyone. We're going to pull these strings of abundance in, okay? Pull them in, as many as you can, and imagine you pulling this energy inward towards you. And we're going to wrap ourselves around with these strings of abundance, okay? We're going to wrap ourselves up. We're going to pull them in. This works. I'm telling you, this works for me every single time. And you can walk around your home tonight with these strings of abundance. If you just imagine that they're all around your body, you've pulled them in from the universe, from the moon, sorry. Was I saying sun? No.
The moon, which is part of the universe.
Yes. Yes. So you want to pull them in and walk around your home, just spreading that joy and that love and that abundance through these strings of abundance. And believe that the things that you're pulling into your life are actually coming in because they are. All right, we've set an intention, the power is working, right? We're setting that belief, that intention, and now we're going to believe that it's all coming in. I want you to also visualize. That's the other thing I wanted to mention to everyone is to create a vision board for yourselves. All right, so creating a vision board is very powerful, and having that vision board and seeing it every single day. You could put it on your cell phone. You can also put it on your computer screens. That's what we've done.
Yeah.
Right? You created one recently
Yeah,
as well.
if I can interject, the vision board's so important because it's obviously the law of attraction is a 3-step process.
Yeah.
Visualization being the first one. You have to actually imagine what is your dream, what is your goal, and by externalizing it from yourself and putting it into a board or a screensaver or a desktop background or whatever, you're actually conditioning yourself through repetition of seeing that vision over and over. And each time you see it, if you conscientiously imagine the feeling of attaining those goals in your vision board, that's major step 1 in attracting that. And then step 2 is your reticular activating system in your brain, which scans the whole horizon of your life for opportunities. So now that you visualize something, you're now aware of what your goal is. So now your brain's going, where are the opportunities? Almost like a Terminator, like looking for a target.
Yeah, exactly. That's
and then
how
you
it
see an
works.
opportunity. That's step 2, is recognizing those opportunities. Step 3 is taking action. You don't just expect to win the lottery and never buy a ticket. You've got to take action once you've identified that opportunity. And once you've taken that action, then you're that much closer to achieving your dream. And then you just rinse and repeat that same attraction process.
Exactly. You got to be in it to win it, right? So that's how right? So now the other thing is mirror techniques. Really implementing good systems in your life. So what I like to do, what we like to do is get up in the morning and smile. Just that, the act of smiling in the morning actually sets the tone for the day.
Yeah.
And if you're able to get up and look at yourself in the mirror and visualize that version of yourself that you want to see outside in the world and give that version of yourself love in the mirror, that is so powerful, everyone. So if you're able to incorporate that into your day-to-day lives every single morning or whenever you choose to, right?
It's like how you're greeting yourself in the morning. Are you greeting yourself with like a, man, I can't wait to see what the day throws at me. Oh, it's going to be tough. Or are you saying like, hey, what's up? Good morning, you. What are you ready to tackle today? How are you going to take on life today? And just like, it's like answering the door to yourself with the mirror.
Exactly. And
A
giving
friendly
yourself
smile.
love, telling yourself
Yeah.
beautiful things, right? So
works.
it does work. Now we're gonna do some more. We're gonna pull some more cards, and we're gonna end this ritual off with some journaling prompts for all of you as well. So we wanted to pull some reflection cards and some inspiration cards because I feel that the more we can reflect, the more inspiration that we can build within ourselves. I feel just the energy kind of radiates. It's a beautiful, it's an active energy is what starts to happen. We activate that part of ourselves. So I'm going to pull a card.
Okay.
And today we are getting find a way to give thanks using your body. What small acts of service can you provide for others or to your surroundings here? So feel free to write these down, everyone. Find a way to give thanks using your body. What small acts of service can you provide for others or to your surroundings? So let's pull up.
I'll give a shout out to someone letting me know about my surroundings. I didn't know I had paper in my hair from when we tossed it. And one of the kind commenters in the audience was like, hey, Paul's got paper in his hair. And I noticed it, and thanks to you, I had more self-awareness of
thank
my
you.
surroundings. So you did a solid. Thank you.
Probably looked cute on his head.
Part of my thing, I was trying to release it, and my hair was like, no, I will not let go. And the audience was like, no, you can let it go.
Let it go.
Let
it
it
can't
go.
stay in your head.
Exactly.
All right, so I'm just going to pull the interpretation of this because it has some great internal gratitude and external gratitude. So internal gratitude, some psychologists believe that language, the uttered sounds and with written symbols, oh my gosh, this is so small, that we use to communicate meaning creates a box around our reality. In short, the way we learn to speak determines and limits the way in which we understand the world. using this principle, today is a day to consider how the words you use to speak to your body limits your experience and your own senses and sensations. Didn't we just talk about this?
Yeah.
About giving yourself some love and how that...
Don't bad talk your water in your body.
No, don't ever bad talk your water.
You know, you gotta give yourself some credit because you've survived 100% of your encounters so far. So
Exactly.
That's
So
pretty
give
impressive.
yourself a pat on the back for that, everyone. Do you feel empowered or trapped by your physical self? Offer the following mantra as means of inspiration, gratitude, growth, and healing for this part of yourself. So if any of you want to write this down, what I will do is maybe I will leave these in the description box of this video after it's done. I am whole and complete. My body is always adapting, healing, and oriented towards balance. I thank my body for allowing me to experience my environment through my senses, and today I will listen to what it tells me. All right, so honey, I'm going to get you to read that
For
one.
sure. Before I do that, I'm going to give a double shout out to Rodrigo. Thank you
Thank
so
you,
much for your
Rodrigo.
super thanks. We do appreciate it. Yeah, cool. So this lower one here, it says external gratitude.
Yes. So this is the external gratitude.
Yeah, so internal gratitude, external
External
gratitude.
gratitude.
For many, words are a default method of reaching out and connecting. For many, words are a default method of reaching out and connecting. How can you use your physical language today to show gratitude to the people, communities, structures, and circumstances in your life that support you? How can you use your body as an instrument of abundance? Choose one of your 5 senses, sight, sound, smell, taste, or touch, in order to offer positive energy to others today in acts of service toward the greater good. So I think that's like, you know, if you can help compliment somebody with your voice, then do that. If you can help lift someone's heavy groceries to help it into their trunk, you can do that.
Or even give someone a smile.
Absolutely. Even those little actions of
Little
goodness
things,
towards someone
yes.
can create a butterfly effect that spins off, and that person pays it forward to someone else, who pays it forward to someone else, and someone who really, really needs it will hear it. And a lot of times you don't even know, and you won't ever get to know, the positive ripple effect of what your good deeds do. But you have to trust, just like occasionally good things have happened to you in your life, that those good deeds do not go unrewarded.
Exactly. And you know what I used to do? When I used to work my 9-to-5 job, I used to every Friday go through the McDonald's drive-through. And
Just
no, McDonald's. I used to buy the car behind me, whatever they were buying, I'd pay for it and drive off every Friday. And the reason why I did that was because that happened to me a long time ago, where someone in front of me had paid for my coffee, and I thought, that just felt so nice. What a kind gesture. So I adopted that and started using that every single Fridays.
Random acts of kindness.
Yes, they're very, very powerful. So now I'm going to pull a reflection card for everyone as well. So here, honey, you can
Thank you.
do that one.
Just this part here?
Yeah.
Okay. What little things happened today that you can be grateful for? How and why did they impact your day? I can think of quite a few things that are they're just little things.
Right?
It's funny,
Well, that's all it
we'll let
is.
little things annoy us too, but we should be letting the little things impress us.
Exactly. I totally agree
Someone
with
lets
you.
lets you into their lane in traffic or something,
And
a
you
kind
just go.
gesture, and you're just like, thanks, man. Thanks for being thoughtful. Like, because people don't need to be, but they should be.
And recognizing that and acknowledging that.
And paying it forward, right? That's how
Exactly.
you're being part of the solution, is just putting some goodness out into the world.
And our world needs a lot of love right now. The more love we can express, our world will change, but it needs us to actually act on that love. And I feel that love is the answer for everything.
I think it evolves our consciousness. I think it's, if we get trapped in anger or tribalism, then we kind of regress our emotional state, and we just get annoyed by every little thing, and we start othering people, and it's like we're all part of the same tribe, which is the human tribe.
Exactly.
So got to keep that perspective of everybody's having a rough day, and even though it too shall pass, you know, be kind to others, because you don't know if they're having a harder or easier day than you.
Exactly. So now we can, we're actually going to end this off.
Yeah.
And we're going to leave you with some journaling prompts, actually.
Amazing.
Oh, yeah. So everyone, those of you that are watching that wanted to write these down, especially if you enjoy journaling, these are going to be perfect for you today. So I've got 3 of them. What is one part of your inner life that you truly enjoy? Do one thing today to honor this part of you. Okay, and of course tonight's evening here, it's evening time, so you can actually practice this the next day. So I'm going to read this to you one more time. What is one part of your inner life that you truly enjoy here, everyone? Do one thing today to honor this part of you. All right?
And thank you, KB, for the super thanks.
Thank you, KB. So here, you can read that one, honey.
Well, this is a good one. This is a really good one.
Yeah.
Imagine this. Imagine this scenario, everyone. What if right now you have everything that you actually need? Is it up here? Is it in here? It's probably not in here.
No, that is the worst thing ever.
That's a sense gratification device. But what if everything that you actually need, it already exists within you? It's just your life is a process of unearthing all the treasure that's either stored up inside you or that you've been taking in all this input all your life and remixing it inside your soul, and now it's ready to come back out through your expression, and you get to put that art into the world through whatever way
your own
you
creative
choose.
expression.
That's an amazing gift as far as I'm concerned.
It's beautiful. All right, and the last one here is, what is still budding inside of you? Where do you feel unlocked potential? This is a gift coming to you later down the road. All right, so I'm going to read this to you one more time. What is still budding inside of you? Where do you feel unlocked potential? This is a gift coming to you later down the road. So very powerful. I just feel that this is kind of what I've been feeling through all of my readings, especially recently. So I've got the 3-month readings coming up here tomorrow. That's when they begin. But there's something that is wanting to be unleashed, I feel, for a lot of us. And it's now time for us to really be that version of us that we're wanting to see in the world. I feel this is now the opportunity to actually start walking in that, on that path now, right?
Yeah,
so
your higher self path. It's the spirit of the Aries full moon, the autumn harvest.
yeah,
It's all about what have you accrued all through the last 9 months? What have you learned? What lessons have you extracted? What lessons have you saved up, like a chipmunk storing nuts in its tree?
yeah,
And so that you can be nourished throughout the winter time, throughout
Yeah.
the next several months. And part of that nourishment is unlocking that inner rebel and going, okay, this is what I've done for the status quo. This is what I've done to comply with my normal reality. But what am I doing for myself? How am I letting myself be unleashed? So thank you so much to Always Positive and to Amber A and to T and Tara with Elizabeth. All 3 of you are amazing human
Thank you
beings.
so much. And I was going to say something,
Yeah.
and it just left my mind here, but
It's going to come back.
yeah, so taking tally of, just like how you had said, but also, again, I don't know why, it's time to protect our energy, everyone. I feel that limiting the amount of distractions that you have, even just being yourself and not doing things for, it's not, I'm saying it the wrong way.
For the
not
sake
for
of fitting
others.
in,
Yeah,
not a compliance, but conformity. It's time to stop conforming. It's
Yes.
time to actually be yourself, to rebel against that conformity,
That's
especially
it.
if the conformity has been unfulfilling or soul crushing.
Oh, yes.
It's time to get that yoke off your back and go, okay, it's time for me to be me and be free.
Exactly. It's all about setting yourself free here, everyone, and allowing yourself to roam free in the world as you please, spreading love everywhere, right? So that's all it is.
Yeah. Do as you will without harming anyone else. You know what I mean? We've been given this enormous gift of life, of love, of self-expression of cooperation, of problem solving, of the ability of just
We all have
relationships.
superpowers.
We
Yeah.
do have these unlimited superpowers within us, but we do have a society that kind of beats us down and tries to make us think less of ourselves so that they can sell us products to fill that hole that gets
Void,
created.
yeah.
So the secret is you can fill your own hole because the hole was an illusion to begin with.
Exactly.
And once you realize that and you realize that you have worth no matter what, you matter, you have value, then you can actually be yourself. You're not conforming to someone else's idea of what your value is. So autumn, full moon, harvest, feel free to rebel. Join the rebellion.
Yeah, join the
against the
rebellion
empire.
here. Be a warrior here, everyone. Use that warrior spirit. Use that fiery energy of Aries. The full moon. We pulled those strings of abundance today. So waking up tomorrow morning on that fresh new note and living that life of positivity, of just being free. That's all it's at, right?
Absolutely. Thank you, Emily, also for the last super chat, and also
Alma.
to Alma as well.
Thank you so much, everyone. So we're going to close this off now.
Thank you,
and
Leanne.
Thank you so much, everyone, for joining us tonight. We love doing this, and thank you so much. Paul's here as well, so thank you, honey, for joining us.
Thank you for inviting me to be a
Yes,
part of this.
absolutely.
I've just watched you grow over the last year, and I'm so blown away, and was a little nervous because I know you've got an amazing audience, but a lot of people, and so I'm really grateful that
Thank you.
were brave enough to invite me on, that I didn't put my foot in my mouth, and that your audience is amazing. They're
Absolutely,
so kind and
they
so
are.
thoughtful. So
Everybody's
thank
so
you.
wonderful. So thank you so much for being a part of this community, everyone. I just wanted to wish you all a beautiful night. Thank you again for being here and joining this community. And until the next time.
We'll see you soon. All right. Good night.